A young woman was sitting at the dining table with her two little children. The evening light poured gently through the curtains, casting a soft glow on the room. Laughter echoed softly as the children giggled between bites. Every plate was filled with love. Every bite tasted like comfort. There was a quiet joy around the table, the kind that comes from simple moments shared with family. Just then, the door creaked open. Her husband stepped into the room, his face unreadable. He didn't smile, didn't speak. He just stood there silently, his eyes fixed on her. She noticed him and, in a hurry to greet him, stood up quickly from her chair. But in her rush, the edge of the tablecloth got caught on her clothes. With one sudden motion, the entire cloth slipped off the table. Plates clattered to the floor, spoons scattered, food spilled everywhere. The laughter vanished. The children stared, stunned. The husband's face twisted in anger. He shouted, "What have you done? Can't you be careful for once?" The woman froze, embarrassed, speechless. Before she could reply, another young girl who had been standing quietly nearby looked up in shock. The husband suddenly turned toward her, his voice sharp. "This is all your fault, isn't it?" The girl looked confused and startled. "Me? I didn't do anything," she said defensively. But the accusation hung heavy in the air. Trying to ease the tension, the man called his little daughter and whispered something in her ear. The girl ran over to the young woman, who had just been blamed, and started talking to her. Innocent, playful chatter. Soon they were laughing together, as if the earlier moment of tension had never happened. A gentle bond began to form between them, light-hearted, honest, unburdened. Later that night, after the children had gone to sleep, the husband and wife went into their bedroom. The wife waited until the room was quiet, then slowly pulled out a small bag from under the bed. She carefully began placing clothes inside, as if preparing to leave, or perhaps escape. Just outside the bedroom door, the other girl stood silently. She heard every word, every whisper between the couple, and in a single moment, realization dawned on her. Her face turned pale. Something had changed. Not long after, the man stepped out of the room and found her standing in the hallway. He looked at her with unusual softness and said gently, "I want to marry you." The girl was stunned. She didn't speak, not right away. From behind the staircase, the children peeked out quietly, watching everything unfold, their eyes wide, their expressions innocent and curious. And there she stood, the same girl who had just been blamed for something she didn't do, now smiling quietly, her eyes meeting his. They began to talk, slowly at first, then laughter followed.